Okay, hello everyone. This is going to be a RuneScape video, and I just want to make this video because there was an update that came out, and it is part of the Road to Restoration. So it's Grand Exchange improvements, and it is the update did come out, but there are a couple. It does work. It's definitely much improved, but I don't know if it's just because I'm playing on mobile, but there's like a couple UI bugs, and then yeah, it's just like I seen like a Pro Talks video on it, but he plays on PC, so it seemed to, or I mean he made his video on PC, so it seems to work a little bit better. I didn't notice anyone talking about like bugs and glitches, but it might just be a glitch because I'm on mobile, but it does still work. It's not the it's not that big of a deal, like just having to just exit the user interface and go back. It's not that bad. But just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, so we're at the Grand Exchange, and let's go to the Grand Exchange. So same stuff, and you can just buy stuff or sell stuff. But when we go here now, there is recent searches. So things that you've clicked on, they'll show up. So if I click on the memory dowser, it shows up, and as you can see, there's a price thing. So there's at the top, it's just the GE price, and then below that, with the two arrows up and down, under the icon of the item you're buying. So the first one's just like the GE price, same as it says your price per item, but the one below it is kind of like the trading price. So I'm on my phone here, just on the news website. But I think it's called, just making sure that I have the correct what they're called, but yeah, recent trading price, and yeah, it's called recent trading price. So really cool. So now you know what things are selling for, which is nice, and I do like the recent searches, which is really cool. And if I click on Zero Scott Sword, again, you got the GE price and then the trading prices. So that's really cool, and I think it's still the Grand Exchange, but I think that the user interface is quite nice. There's also, I think this might be new to the favorites tab, and you can favorite stuff. I wonder if that's new. I'm just gonna put my iPad down here, and then let's see if that's new. I'm just gonna go on my phone. Let's see. Is favorites new? I think, I don't know if it. Yeah. So yeah, the Grand Exchange favorites tab is a brand new feature. So yeah, that's good. So we got favorites. You still have you've got your sets. You've got sale history. So that's cool. Sale history, and then back to the Grand Exchange. So the bug that I'm talking about, though, is like, I think it's just like on mobile or whatever. There's always bugs in video games and RuneScape, but they do get patched quite quickly. But let's say I'm, here, and I want to type. See, it doesn't. I'm tapping to search, or I tap the X button or the search button, so everything works. I can still switch, but to research and to get the keyboard back up, again, this could just be like an iOS, like an Apple bug, but it doesn't seem to work, right? So what you have to do is you got to press back, and then you got to go back into it, and then the keyboard comes back. But the bug right now is that the keyboard doesn't come back. So, that's totally okay. This will probably get fixed in the future. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. So if anyone's playing on mobile or anything, um, if you're playing on mobile, just press back and then go back in. But yeah, that's totally fine. But um, yeah, I just thought I would mention that bug. But yeah, so I think it's really cool. The new, you see the recently traded prices. You got favorites. I think that's really cool. The search history is nice. Um, let's type in type in party hat. Just an example. What's something expensive, like an expensive party hat? That would be, yeah, an expensive party hat. I mean, they're all quite expensive. Um, I don't know. I think the blue one's really expensive. So here's an example, right? It's the GE price is 87.4 billion, but it's been traded at 78 billion. So I think that's a really cool thing to see what people are trading them for. So this does help the economy. It does help players and everything. For whatever you're buying, right? It also helps like even people that don't use a Grand Exchange. It helps when you're trading with other players because you can you can see what if you're buying something off another player, you can see with the recently traded prices, so you don't have to overpay or underpay. So really good. Helps with selling. Whether you're just trying to make money and selling stuff, or you're just trying to buy an item. Helps with a lot of things. Helps with just like whether it's PVM and you're trying to see like how much money you can make off a certain drop, like what it's trading for, if you want to make, if you want to make more or less money kind of a thing. Selling on the GE, you could kind of list it higher or lower. It just helps all around with all aspects of the game when it comes to money. So really, really cool to see this improvement. Um, and yeah, so just when check again too. So let's say, I got something typed in again. I go, and yeah, it doesn't work. So even if there's text in there, so I just have to wait for Jagex to update that and fix that. But from the Pro Talks video I seen on PC, no one mentioned that bug, but that's totally okay. It still works. But what's kind of cool, you go back and then you buy again, and then the item that you clicked on, it saves. Yeah, it saves that item. So yeah, really, really cool and really awesome. So let's see what else to type in. Oh yeah, another thing too. That is, I think it was also in, it was like another pro. I think it was like a Pro Talks video too a while ago I seen, but they typed in, like in RuneScape, it has like its own kind of, I guess abbreviated words or kind of its own, yeah, abbreviated words, right? Like God swords, right? Like an SGS, a ZGS, stuff like that, or adamant armor is called Addy. So if you type in Addy, I think it auto corrects there. Yeah, it'll just go to. There is some slang. I don't know if it's like, I guess they're called slang words or whatever, but kind of abbreviations. But yeah, if you're typing in, remember I did try. I don't. Again, this might be a kind of a bug. They might need to update it in the future. But if you just type Addy, then it just goes and it shows them, which is nice. So I know. Let's see. But if there's a capital. See, I type ZGS, and I press it, it doesn't work, but again, just another text bug. But if you type lowercase, then it works. Oop, yeah, auto-corrected. But ZGS. Oh, it keeps auto-correcting here. So yeah, the user interface here could use some improvements. I forgot I got to press the... I had it working before. Let's see what happens if I put a space in there. Just auto corrects. Okay. SGS. But as you can see, there we go. Let's see if that works. There we go. So just might be a typing bug on my iPad or whatever, but that's kind of always been there. I think it's just how the UI works. But again, in SGS, right? There you go. You typed in the slang. the slang word or the abbreviated word kind of a thing, like the RuneScape words. And then there you go. You can that's kind of cool that they added in like the abbreviations of things. So that is definitely really cool. So that is that's really cool. I'm just gonna go here. I think they're called yeah. So it's just looking up. Okay, so I get common. So yeah, just I'm on my phone here, but yeah, just um, yeah, so RuneScape abbreviations and RuneScape slang words. So um, that's what I just looked up. But yeah, that's what I think people know what that means. But sort of to look up, I wanted to look up the word slang. Just want to make sure that that was the right word for that. But yeah, so abbreviations are slang. So yeah, people know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so yeah, like that's why I'm mentioning that is just because I don't like when I used to play RuneScape like years ago, like when it was like RuneScape 2, a lot of my friends like they use like they always use like abbreviations and everything or like RuneScape terms. But as I've played RuneScape as I got older, I just like use the regular terms. So I want to just mention that just because for anyone out there, if you just play RuneScape, you're like me, you just I just say Saradomin Godsword, or you just say Saradomin Godsword or Blue Party Hat or Zeros Godsword. Like I just say the words. So I just wanted to mention that in the video just for like some newer players out there that didn't know about the slang and the abbreviations. That's just so I mentioned that because like I always just mention the words. I just say the words. So yeah, but that is overall it's a really cool update. I like the recent searches. I like the recent trading history, like the recent sale prices, the GE price. The new favorites tab is really cool. So yeah, really, really awesome. So I wonder if there's like anything else. I think the GE's always been pretty good. I wonder if there's any other like expensive items that I could think of. From I don't know like some of these like like a party hat. I don't know what players trace people buy party hats off each other. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know what people buy party hats like if they're trading between each other. I don't know. But the Grand Exchange price is, I think, pretty good in the recent trading prices. But I don't know. Maybe look up like a Santa hat or something. Quite a few here. Cause yeah, like sometimes like if I go on like Reddit or something, sometimes like I'll see players talking about how they bought an item, so it's good to see like what they're recently traded for. But sometimes like an example, I think maybe there's like a black Santa hat. So yeah, again, it's listed at 26 bill, but it's recently traded for 21 bill. So that's I think this is like one of the coolest parts of the update is like you can see what people are paying for them. Like some of the like some of the Aurora items. I remember I read on Reddit one time. I think it was a Halloween mask, and I don't know if he bought it off another player or the Grand Exchange. But yeah, you can see the price drop on the Aurora Santa hat is quite a bit. It's 1.3 bill listed, but people are trading it for like 824 mil. So that's pretty interesting. It's quite a drop. So let's see Halloween masks. Oh, I forgot just hello. So yeah, this one I was reading about this on Reddit at some point. Yeah, so it's trading over. So I remember someone said they bought this. I remember I tried to buy one of these one time, and I was never able to get one. So I just didn't buy it. Just wasn't able to get one. And yeah, it's like 1.5 bill, and then it's trading for like 1.7 bill. But I remember like trying to buy one, and like I never put in. I don't know. I think it was like just over like a billion or whatever. I was just like trying to buy one of these. Um, but yeah, it was a good thing I didn't buy one of these just because like I'm not really into the Halloween mask. But at the time, I was just like trying to buy one, and like I went on Reddit and like the price was around like over a bill or something. And then this like guy on Reddit, he's like, oh yeah, I paid like over like he paid like over 4 bill for it. So that's pretty crazy. You can still list your prices really high, but that's pretty crazy. Like even what they're recently traded for, you can see the price. But like I don't know if you bought it from some other player or something, you know. But let me go on my phone here too. Let me look up the Soul Dyed Halloween mask. The Soul Dyed Halloween mask. It is. Yeah, the Soul Dyed Halloween mask is a tradable item. It could be won on Treasure Hunter during the 2025 version of the Grim Harvest promotion. So back when there was Treasure Hunter, I think someone won it on Treasure Hunter, and then they sold it to them probably just through trading. So yeah, that's still it's still good though too because now you know what people are buying for on the Grand Exchange, and then I mean you're not gonna know what people are trading for like in their just between accounts, but another thing too with the recent searches too, like as you click on more stuff, then maybe on PC it's like a bit different. People can always look that up, but on here, like just what you're clicking on, and then it just moves on to the you have to go click on other ones to get them back to your recent searches. That's totally fine. But yeah, really cool for this update. I really do like it, and I think it's interesting that definitely part of the road to restoration. That's a really good update. I think it's really cool that they added that. It's really awesome, and it's good to see different prices and everything. But yeah, still like if you're trying to buy stuff off of players, I mean you're probably gonna spend probably a lot more. So it's good to see that you can buy things on the Grand Exchange and people are actually buying these items for sometimes a bit higher or lower. But that is good because people I don't go on Reddit that often, but sometimes I go on Reddit and I don't have an account or anything on Reddit. I just like go on my phone like on Google and just look at like Reddit posts about RuneScape. Lots of people do that, but yeah, like sometimes I just see prices like on Reddit, like even just over the years, and you see these different Reddit posts, and someone's like, "Oh, I paid billions of GP for like this item," so that's obviously trading between players. But it's good to see that what people are buying for, and you can put in your offers in the Grand Exchange. That's whether you're trying to buy an item or make money. I think that's a really good improvement. So that's definitely it definitely helps. With Road to Restoration, it helps just improvements to the economy. So that is really cool. I think so. So yeah, awesome to see this update. And in the future, Jagex will probably like fix some of the user interface bugs and glitches. And yeah, and again, it could just be like because I'm on my iPad on mobile, it just could be like maybe it could be a glitch like with a software update or something on my iPad. Just like for anyone out there, if you're playing on like Android on mobile or anything, again, you might have some user interface glitches if you're playing on Apple on mobile. Might have some glitches or whatever, but Jagex should fix those. But from what I've seen on PC, no one has any reported bugs or glitches. But it's not that bad. You just have to press back and then go research. It's still everything still works. But Jagex will still probably update some of these things in the future. Jagex has always been good at fixing bugs and glitches. But yeah, yeah, really cool to see this update. Really good. Really improves the Grand Exchange and really improves the economy. And it's definitely good for road to restoration. Really cool to see this update come out because they announced it a while ago, and yeah, it's just a really cool update. I like all the features, the recently traded prices, favorites tab, the recent searches. It's just really cool. It's all really nice. All the features in there are really cool. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video and yeah, so I got to talk about. So that's gonna be it for this video. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.